Yeah, once again I get a call to come out and look at a significant old oak tree, and it's on an estate. This is a live oak. It should be full and green year round. It does not lose its leaves. One side of the tree has a little bit of foliage and the other side is declining significantly. So unfortunately, this tree has suffered years and years of abuse by homeowners, construction people. The need to live within the constraints of this tree's root zone has shortened the life of the tree. And sadly, there's been so many things done to this tree over its lifetime that are irreversible and non-repairable. The problem is I always get a call saying, what can you do to save my tree? How can you fix it? Well, everything I'm looking at up here is just showing me years and years of problems. You know, starting at the very base here, of course, there's asphalt all the way around, so, I mean, maybe way out over there it might get a little bit of water and nutrients, but I'd say 90% of this tree's available root zone has been covered up with asphalt. And now look at the way that the tree goes abruptly into the ground, so I'm sure that the soil has been raised first, so it's very likely got basal crown rot. This should have a root crown inspection to determine not only if that's so, but how bad it is, and it might be an extreme emergency. When I look up in the canopy, I see so much loss of foliage that it tells me that the tree is on its way out. I see a number of cables up there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cables. So either somebody identified some problems or somebody went cable happy years ago and made some money off of these people. Another thing I notice when I look at this is when you look up at the wood here, all the way up you can see years and years of this tree being spurred. It just kills me when I see that. Anybody that spurs a tree to take care of it really should not be in this business. Oh, look at this. This is an interesting discovery. When I find bits of old screen material in a cavity, that tells me that there was probably a beehive in here. The fact that there's foliage in here from seeds that are sprouting tells me that there's enough dirt in here that it's probably pretty hollow, or at least pretty rotten. So we've got all these compound problems going on. Okay, I haven't dug this out yet to look, but I would bet money that this is full of concrete. I'm hitting a really solid mass. And years ago, that was a common practice. There it is again, solid everywhere I look. So, it's going to be a bitch to get that cut out of there when you have to cut this tree down. That may be full all the way to the ground. From here all the way down, they could have filled the whole thing up with concrete years and years and years ago. That's going to add to the cost. And I'm still going to get the question, how can I save my tree? Look at this. When you look right here, wish it was a little bit lighter, but this is totally decayed down here, so this limb has got to go. Up there's another big decay pocket. I don't give this tree any hope at all. I don't know what I can say. Some of these old wounds here, you know, look at the size of this wound right here. A long time ago, somebody made a huge cut all the way down, or it ripped off or something, but something's going on inside there. The problem is that a lot of these old trees, people see them as historical or heritage, and they get a reverence, you know, rightfully so, but unfortunately the damage has been done from years and years of abuse. Now my job is to sadly condemn the tree. I see, you know, without even digging in the ground, I see so many problems. And when I look up at the bark here, years and years of being spurred up and down and up and down and up and down. So here we've got tree climbers that are zipping up and down, gouging their way into the bark, tearing at the tree so they can take care of it? Come on. What's wrong with that story? And it still goes on today. I see it all the time. I see fresh spur marks. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Somebody put their initials up here. EHOJESEEC. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's kind of cool. Not good for the tree, but more history. And I'm standing under a ticking time bomb right there. That thing's ready to fall apart. I hate looking at these things because this old tree really deserves the respect that it should have. But I have no other option than but to condemn it.